What's up, everyone? This is a special episode of Life Conversation Podcast hosted by your very own Detroit Key Club.
Hey.
I was waiting on that, Tasha. What's going on here? We have a fantastic guest with us today, Mr. Damon Grant, who is a super cool fitness and personal trainer extraordinaire.
Thank you.
And in the background saying,
Oh, you didn't do it right.
I didn't do it right. It's okay. But since it's Father's Day, we thought it would be awesome to talk about how to be healthy and fit. And Damon, I believe you're the perfect person that can guide us on this journey. So you guys that are out there, get ready to be inspired as we explore the power of exercise and self-improvement. And a big shout out to all the incredible dads there. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Hey, I haven't texted my dad yet.
Happy Father's Day to my daddy. May you rest in peace.
I'm making him wait a little bit.
Wow, that's bold.
But I'm gonna send a message after the show, though.
No,
Happy
you should have sent it first
Dad.
thing this morning.
I know he was expecting it, but I'm trying to do that.
I called heaven and talked to my daddy this morning.
Yes, Father God, in the
Dr.
name
Rock.
of Jesus.
I said Happy Father's Day to my daddy.
Did you make it to church this morning?
Of course.
And who was the special guest at church today?
Hill Harper was. He wasn't really a guest. He just kind of showed up. You know, Pastor let him have about 5 minutes to talk. You know,
did he take 15?
No,
he took 5.
He behaved. He followed.
Okay. Did the usher slide him one of them offerings, them envelopes?
I seen him give it to somebody on this way out the door.
Okay, you know how the old people do. Give me your hand and put it in there like this.
Right. Yeah, but you know, he has not decided to run for Senate yet. You know, he's still thinking about it.
Hold on, wait a minute. Is he a Democrat or Republican? Not that it matters.
Well, he would run in Debbie Stabenow's seat.
No.
So
he lives in Michigan?
Yeah.
Really?
You didn't know that?
Flint?
I don't know where he lives.
Benton Harbor?
Where he from? He's not from the Benny Ha. No, he's not from
I ain't
Benny
never
Ha.
seen him in the D.
You haven't?
No.
You need to follow him a little bit more. He's always in Detroit.
Hill Harper, come meet us up at Colas and Farmington Hills on Northwestern Highway next week. Okay. You got to get to know your constituents.
Exactly. And he's making his rounds.
Okay.
And he had his son with him this morning. And he speaks Mandarin. So he said good morning in Mandarin to the church.
Well, they thought he was talking in tongues.
You stupid.
Girl, they don't think.
I can't. I don't even know why I said that.
I don't know why you said that. It must be.
Please, somebody come get Erica. Where are you? Come and get him.
Erica is on the road traveling back from Chicago. Shout out to Mom at Temple in Chicago. She went to their ball.
I hope he can behave today.
I will.
We missed you last time, so
and
we got to make up. We got to make up for
and
it.
you guys did a wonderful
make up for
job.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually,
thank you.
We got it. It's a 3-parter. Just FYI, you guys did it in 3 parts. I said, wow, James, they did better than me.
It was 3 parts. Wow. I know. Speaking of balls, you guys, we have a Meraki Temple number 13 here in Detroit. Their 66th annual charity ball is coming up this weekend, the 23rd to the 25th. Friday night, they got the sundress and sneaker rooftop party. Saturday is the actual ball and the after party and hospitality, DJ by yours truly, moi. At the Pontchartrain, correct?
Yes.
All right. Fort Pontchartrain.
The Fort Pontchartrain Hotel. And Saturday, you guys want to be there for the after party because I will be spending the greatest hits. You know I'm about to go in. Damon, you didn't know I started DJing.
No, I'm not sure.
And I've been booked and busy. It was a pandemic thing, and so one thing led to the next, and then folks was like, oh, you really good. And then I've been getting booked. I got some weddings. I'm not on James level, but for somebody that's just coming out to be able to get the type of money that I'm getting to do events, I'm patting myself on the back. You guys that's are planning on
carry his record, on the crates.
All my shit is in the cloud, so you're gonna carry it.
I'm gonna carry your crates. We old school DJ.
Just carry my my iPad.
Okay.
All right. Again, for the Meraki Temple number 13, 66 annual charity ball, the tickets are $100. You guys, you can go on Eventbrite and just type in Meraki Temple in the search, and then you can get your tickets there. If you do not want to go to the actual ball, each event is $50. So it just behooves you to just go ahead and get a $100 ticket. And this is a charity ball to support the scholarships endeavor. Am I saying it right? The scholarships that we give to students in the area for HBCUs. Shout out to all my HBCU alumni. Sorry, Damon, we know you went to U of M.
It's all right.
Go Blue.
So I see my niece is logged in.
Hey, Niecey Pooh. Nicole, what's up, boo?
I tagged her in my post because she is a fitness guru. So just want to make sure she gets this information so that she can share some of it on her Facebook group page.
As long as she ain't eating chips with yoga pants on, we all right.
Nicole, you hear that?
She a guru. Tell her she gotta come on here with me.
She gotta come in. We should have threw the link on and had them come on live.
We gotta share knowledge.
Okay.
She's in Lansing.
All right. Shout out to Lansing, an hour and a half away from the D. 96 straight through.
Right.
All right. So you guys, we do have our all-white party that is happening Saturday, July 1st from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the 4 Patio and Grill right there, 18494 Road. And DJ Art is going to be DJing. And yours truly, moi, that's me. So, you know.
He's so full of himself.
I know, but, you know, it's okay. I told you this was going to be a hot summer. And it's already a hot summer.
Hot boy summer.
It is.
Hot
and another
summer.
event that's going to be taking place. So, Damon, you might want to take a part of this. We're going to have our block party Saturday, August the 12th from 12 p.m. to 5. And it's going to be at Black Bottom Park at East Grand Boulevard in Hastings.
Huh? You can do yoga.
No, this is not. This is in. We're gonna have. We got the park, and we're gonna have vendors and stuff. So you need to do.
Yeah, you can do some demonstration.
Demonstration. Right. We know you fasting and getting ready for competition. We get into that.
It's like, you know, I can't come to eat.
For those of you that are not fasting, we will have the food trucks available. Okay.
Yeah.
And the drinks will be flowing. So that is Saturday, August 12th. And we have DJ Kim James, who is my mentor. Shout out to Kim James.
All right now.
I'm still waiting on him to figure out which one of those mixed boards he's gonna give me.
Okay.
And then one of my bros, straight out of the Geometry 49, Marty Bolger. He is the DJ at Cola's.
Okay.
He's been trying to get me there, but I'm a little nervous.
All right.
I got to get my setup first.
Oh, okay.
And then yours truly will be spending moi. So yeah, you got 3 events with your boys. So y'all make sure y'all get online and find those events and come out and support.
And we need vendors. We need vendors for our block party. You can go to our website, www.detroitkeyclub.com, and register as a vendor. And then after you've registered, you can go back in and then pay your fee.
That is
vendoring that day. So spread the word. We want to just make this a fantabulous event that will continue to lead to many, many more, because this definitely is not our first pop-up.
No, we've
been popping up for a while,
but
I'm just taking it on the road.
I like the idea of the block party though.
Yes,
because we're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be so many good vendors. Everybody is welcome. The North End, shout out to the people in the North End. So y'all make sure y'all walk around the block to Black Bottom Park. They really been building up that area.
It's this one house that's on the corner of Brush and my friend used to live on there. She grew up on that street. So it's right on the corner. That house used to be one of it looked horrible. Okay. Now it looks amazing. They have done an amazing job with restoring that house, and it still has that old character to it. I wish I could remember what street it's on. What street? Ruth Ann, what street did you live on?
Right.
I can't remember what
you
street
need to talk to
on.
Piner, because it'll be nice if we can get the DKC headquarters somewhere in the North End. That'd be really nice.
Yeah, Randall Piner. I told you. We told him last week we're looking for a building.
We're looking for a building.
We're looking.
2024. We will be in our own location. All things DKC, all roads lead to DKC Clubhouse. Amen.
That's what they say at the church house.
She said it, not me. All right. Last announcement. The Hawaii trip is going to be February the 12th through the 17th, 2024. So this is Valentine's week. So you guys need to grab your booze, grab your side piece,
Come get laid in Hawaii. Yes.
Okay, we thought come get laid in Hawaii.
I gotta make sure I can get those days off work because you gonna get me in trouble.
Girl, listen, I've already started trying to figure out what the itinerary is going to be, and it's going to be lovely. Damon, you should definitely come. I will send you that information because we are there in Honolulu.
Please do.
And we will be partying like it's 1999. Come on now.
Well, you gonna say 1990?
No, I was in elementary then. 1985.
That's
I can do that.
The best class that ever graced the halls of Benton Harbor High School. Thought you knew.
Oh my gosh. So these are your announcements. So you guys make sure that you govern yourselves accordingly.
You know what? You're in these church vibes. They stand you. That's my brother, though. I love him.
I know. So let me introduce our guest. We got Damon Grant here. First of all, we thank you guys for tuning in. So this is going to be talking about health and fitness. So one of the things that we have in a problem that we have in our community, that Black men have a problem of going to the doctor, one, and two, making healthy choices in order for them to be around long. And so today is Father's Day. So this is our Father's Day edition to try to help encourage those dads to make sure not only to keep yourself together mentally, but physically, so that you can be around to support your family in the future. So Mr. Damon Grant. Welcome. How you feeling, sir?
I'm good, man.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
How many?
3.
Yeah.
How many left in the nest?
1.
Yay.
All right.
All right. So you guys, Damon Grant, I met him a couple of years ago, actually. This was my quarantine trainer. So, we had to have something to do. And a lot of people were going to the store getting fat. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and give me a trainer, kind of keep my shape together
every day. Yep. I was going to Kroger every day. Yep.
and keep it together. So when we come out of the quarantine, so I won't have that excuse that we got this quarantine weight thing going on, you know. So Damon, let the people know a little bit about you, your certifications and qualification as a fitness trainer.
Okay, so been doing personal training for 26 years. Been certified for 21. So when I first started, it was just basically a hustle. Like personal training wasn't even a thing. People just worked in the gyms, but you wasn't like getting paid to be a personal trainer. So, I had a regular job. Then once I realized that, you can make some money off of this, it was like, okay, let me go on ahead and, get in the business. So made some calls and talked to a couple of different people. And, the guy was like, if you do the bare minimum, you can make 40,000. Now this 20 years ago.
Right.
I'm making probably $6 an hour. He was like, you do the bare minimum, you can make 40,000. I'm like, shoot, I'm rich.
Did you see that commercial that
I'm about ready to quit everything
that they put out there, that individuals that get that, I think it's, what is it, ISSA certification, that they can make, a trainer can make $200 an hour.
A lot of it depends on what you're doing, what state you in, and the type of clientele you're around. So I got in the game, been in 17 different gyms in the state of Michigan, all over, been on my own, as far as certifications. So, got 2 certifications in personal training, 1 in strength and conditioning, 1 in nutrition, and 1 in senior fitness.
Okay.
You got to let these people know. So Damon got to tell the story about his dad, because his dad was
on my ass.
On his ass. Yeah. His dad used to lift weights too. So you got to tell the story how you and your brother George.
So this is how it all started. I'm 47. I've been lifting weights for 36 years.
Okay. Do the math.
I started when I was 11, and when people be like, oh yeah, I was lifting weights when I was a kid too. No, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Your friends go home, you do your homework, be down there. I think I came late the first day, got cussed out. Ain't never do that again.
From your dad.
Yeah. I know he's probably watching right now. Child Protective Services. But we did a full body workout. We would do legs and push-ups, and we had a full-blown gym in the basement, some real 1970s, 1980s type stuff.
Right.
Full workout. And then after that, he put me on an exercise bike. He might laugh. It wasn't an exercise bike. It was like a 10-speed. My dad was a handyman. So it was like a 10-speed.
A modified version.
He jacked up the back tire.
Man, and he would put a wind-up clock in front of me
Wow.
For 30 minutes. I couldn't stand that.
Oh my goodness.
We're a CPS.
The first Peloton.
Yeah, exactly. So after the workout, I did that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and it's just been on from there. And the thing that I do appreciate is that barring like an injury, I've in 36 years, I've never gone 30 straight days without working out. Now I ain't saying that every month been good, because I used to be up in college on something else.
Right.
But I've never been like, oh man, I ain't worked out in 2 years. I didn't fell off. I don't even know what that's like.
Oh wow.
Because you've been doing this so long. It's programmed in you. It's just what you do.
Right. And then, it's crazy because it's like, sometimes I tell myself I don't know any better.
Hold on. No. Let me just put this out there for my audience here, our audience here. There are some because Damon can swing. How many pounds can you swing?
Swing what? Curls?
No, and weight.
Oh man, I don't lift like that.
No, I'm talking about your own personal weight.
Talking about my body
yes,
weight.
because you can swing 30. You can swing 30 pounds, 50 pounds. So there are pictures on there when Damon was fat boy. So they're on his off season where that belly was out.
Like, don't call me fat.
Usually my stage weight is, I know people are going to be shocked by this. My stage weight is usually about 163, 164.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
The very first competition I did, I was 159. But that was a quarantine, and my coach really didn't know how fast my metabolism was. I had to eat everything under the sun. He put me on like 1,400 calories. I thought I was going to die. That week, I was 156. But I did my first competition at like 159. But I'm usually about 160. The heaviest I've been, not a stage weight. Like when I'm really heavy in the football, my strength and conditioning mode, I got to kind of be on the bigger side.
Right.
Because, them high school boys, they test you.
Right.
So I usually go like 190, 195. I can cross too, So it's just, but it's all calories. I tell people it's just calorie manipulation. And, I'm blessed because I can do certain things like tomorrow I can go 24 hours without eating anything.
Right.
Or I can eat 6,000 calories for
I
one
have
meal.
a headache out of this world.
Let me tell you,
my body would be like, "What is wrong with you?"
We're going to get into those calories and calorie deficits and all of that other good stuff later on in the show. We're trying to build up to it. Don't be trying to take off my notes real quick. I do want to give a shout out to your brother George. Happy Father's Day, George. If you see the show now, how old is George?
55.
You got to see this dude body. Amazing. For 55, put him to shame.
He looks like 35-year-old.
I wouldn't say 35, but for a person of his age, he's fit.
What you mean of his age?
He's 55.
So what you trying to say?
People
that's in their 50s. What are you trying to say about?
I think a lot of people get offended when you say that. Okay, if they're older and say you look a certain age, they may not want to go back to that time when they were that age. So you normally, to stay safe, you say you look good for a person of that age.
But that is offensive.
No, it's not.
You look good to be da-da-da.
Because
that makes me think that
no,
people of my age look horrible.
They do,
but I'm an exception.
They do.
That's offensive.
Okay, so how many 55-year-olds they got a six-pack?
That's my fat brother.
Facts.
Fat, F-A-T. No, I tease him all the time. But
so
he's
55.
He got abs.
I don't know.
Okay, right. So he has abs at 55. Most men at 55 do not.
Shit, most 25-years
right?
But and I'm trying to state my claim with Tasha. And so the majority of people that are 55, not too many of them can say that they have a six-pack today. They may have had
it refrigerator.
They may have had it when they were 13 or before puberty set in.
Yeah. If I can see a rib, your six-pack don't count. Just for the record,
that's called starvation.
That's called skinny.
So my cousin EJ that lives in Phoenix, he's always posting pictures on Facebook how he's working out and his 6, 8, 10, 12, however many packs he got. He looking good. I was like, "What's your secret, cousin?" So he sent me this like long text. Like, oh, okay.
And Damon, and as you know, because
I picked 2 of those.
Damon, what you got? 10, 12
What's that?
Packs. How many?
Only got 6, man.
That shit take a lot of work.
It does.
And then the maintenance of it. Like, how do y'all bodybuilders
how do you maintain that?
Right. Because every now and then I want to go to the buffet.
And to be honest with you, it's unsustainable. You can't stay in that state. Like, okay, there's a lot of people that's got 6-packs out there. Your abs will come in at 10%, maybe 12%, depending on your body type. And that's not easily. That's sustainable, quite sustainable.
Okay, slow that down. take that back. We're talking about
percentage of body fat.
Body fat. So those of you that are listening, he's talking about the percentage of body fat. It takes about 10 or less in order
usually
for
they start to show
your six pack.
Yeah. Start to show about 10%. And that's a beach body type look. Maybe even like an 8. But like, at least as far as the people I've been around, kind of like the rule of thumb with bodybuilding, don't even consider, I'm gonna repeat, don't even consider stepping on stage unless you at 6%.
Oh wow.
Damon, I remember when you was at 4.5.
Yeah, I do too.
You had I'm like, how in the hell do you get the 4% body fat?
Well, here's the thing for people that's listening out there. Bodybuilding has a lot of healthy aspects to it, but it's actually unhealthy because 4% body fat is your essential body fat. You need that to live.
Right.
That's why I'm saying it's unsustainable. That look that you see on stage, man, we be backstage about to die. Everybody think that we doing this and we doing that. You know what we doing? We talking about what we want to eat.
You know what I said? One of these days, look, Tasha. One of these days,
I go work out, then I stop and get some food on the way home.
We're gonna go to one of these competition, and we're gonna while they're in the gym, you know, convening and getting ready. We're just gonna go in there with a whole bucket of chicken and just sit in the middle of the floor and eat. I'm like, I will offer you guys some, but you know, y'all
get jacked up.
In competition, so y'all can't eat that.
That's VIP only, man. They charge you $300 to come back there.
Oh, you don't know us. You don't know us. We can get through. We can get through to the Pope if you want.
I ain't gonna doubt you.
We can get through to the Pope
with a bucket of chicken.
With a bucket of chicken. Oh, good old Colonels. All right. So, what is your approach to goal setting with clients when clients come to you? Because I know that, you know, some people have some unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know,
I'll keep it there safe.
Right. Yep.
You remember, now I don't want to use anybody's name, so I'm going to use you. We had a conversation.
We did.
You said you wanted a 6-pack.
We did.
I said, do you want a flat stomach or do you want a 6-pack? You said, I definitely want a 6-pack. So we set that as a goal. And, you know, you saw the challenges.
Correct.
Okay.
But no, I sit down and I listen to people's goals because everybody got sky high goals. Everybody want this. So I say, okay, then I want to see if they really want those goals. I start saying, what are you going to do to get that? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do this? So easy example. And I use men and women, so nobody get offended out there. Just some groups some genders tend to do more stuff than others. So like women to come to me and will literally tell me, I want to lose 3 inches on my arms and 2 inches here, but I want my butt to stay the same and my boobs be like this and blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. You're going to send me what you eating. You know, I don't be having time. I just be eating in a hurry. Or you're going to count your calories. I don't really want to count calories. You're going to get on the app. I got so much stuff on my phone. So you want sky high goals.
Hold on, that's a plug. Pause that. Shout out to all of the moms that want a mommy makeover. You can book your travels to TRP or DKC Travel. We will set you up so you can make sure that you get those inches that you want.
Huh? I said nobody to Mexico for no mommy makeover.
What they say they got to go to Mexico, South America. I'm talking about Brazilians. Okay, I need that travel credit.
Driving over here to Southfield.
So
son of Bello.
You can't have sky high goals and
care credit.
That's just it right
there. True, you're right.
So what I tell people, I said, look, this is what you gotta do. If you want these goals, that's cool. And I tell everybody, you got me 110%. I will have you measure every single grain of rice. And people out there know I say that. I do whatever I can for you if that's what you want to do. But if you don't want to do all that, if you just want to eyeball it, then you're gonna get eyeball results. And you got to be okay with that. Because that's what's going to happen. Because frequently what happens is someone will say, well, I'm not losing weight, or I'm not doing this, or I'm not seeing the results fast enough. But I got to constantly ask you, what'd you eat? What'd you do? I don't know. I'm only good at the information.
And here's the thing. They know. So Damon, I learned a lot when it came to nutrition, right? And so that's why I'm able to keep my flat stomach at 40. So when I realized how much a cup of this and a cup of that really is. It's very important that you actually measure your food because there's a little sign on the back of most food packages that says that this amount of calories for this amount of cups.
And per serving.
Correct. And per serving. So you need to measure that.
So I don't know if you remember, like one of the examples I tell people, I'll say, take your cereal. And I use this as Raisin Bran because people frequently go to Raisin Bran when they want to get healthy,
which is not good, whatever. But yeah,
and it's full of sugar. And legally speaking, as far as your arteries and your heart and all that stuff is concerned, it's a great cereal, but it's too damn high in carbs, it's too damn high in sugar.
Correct.
It is what it is. But I tell people, this is what you need to do: get your favorite bowl, because everybody got their favorite. My clients heard this before. Everybody got that favorite bowl. Pour the amount that you eat, because you know how much you want.
Right
now, go get a measuring cup. Scoop a whole cup out of that bowl. I guarantee you it's something left in that bowl. So you got 56 in this cup, you got 56 grams of carbs, 18 grams of sugar in that cup.
Right.
And you still got some in that bowl.
Right.
And it's 6 a.m. But you think you on keto.
Right.
And I was telling,
I can fill up that bowl with some peanut butter Captain Crunch.
A friend of mine, that's why they have the cereal that's prepackaged in the bowl. Don't get the box. Get the bowl.
And don't eat 2 of them.
If you mix and little boxes at school back in the day, that's one serving.
It will. If you get different varieties, it'll keep you from mixing, because you're not gonna mix Fruit Loop with Wheaties.
Not at all.
And since you said that, no colored cereal. No colored cereal. What? Leave the colored cereal alone.
No Fruit Loops.
None of that.
Well, they don't have that that stuff in there no more.
It's just it ain't doing nothing for you.
No, it's not.
What about Cheerios? Can I have some honey nut Cheerios?
Cheerios are fine. Honey nut Cheerios are fine. Even though it says honey, it ain't that.
Right.
It truly ain't that much. Usually I tell people Cheerios, if you want to use cereal, Cheerios, honey nut Cheerios, Wheaties. It's some other things in there too. If people ask.
Special K. What about Special K? That was the kick.
Special K is fine. But then y'all start putting sugar on it.
Right. But you know what? Ain't nothing better than a good old cup of oatmeal in the morning.
Right.
Yep.
With some cinnamon and some.
And you know what?
Sugar.
I started having the toast on one slice, cut half. Yes, with the avocado.
Okay. Yeah.
With fresh avocado.
Avocado is
and good. I gotta put the crackled black pepper on there.
Or the everything bagel seasoning. That's what.
And if you get some good low fat cream cheese and just put the avocado on there,
you went too far.
And then put you like a little dab of hot sauce or some paprika on there. Oh.
And all that
stuff
is good.
Tried that.
All that stuff is good. We may get into this later. But make sure you have some protein with that.
Right.
Make sure you have some protein with that.
So you need a piece of chicken.
This society does not eat enough protein, men and women.
No, we don't.
That's true.
Protein. We eat carbs because they taste great. We eat fat because they taste great, and we don't eat protein. And protein, one, is going to help you recover whatever you may be doing. It's going to help keep you full, so you don't have to suck down all those carbs. And then I try to keep stuff, pretty simple, but getting a little bit more scientific, it's going to slow down that carbohydrate absorption rate.
But that's purposely designed, though. I feel like the government is making you want to eat those carbs.
Of course, people got to sell stuff.
Yeah, because it makes you. It's something chemically that's in those products that makes you want more and more and more of it.
Look, the same.
So that way we won't put a tax on the beef industry.
The same spot in your brain where sugar registers is where everything else pleasurable, drugs, sex, blah 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 blah.
Right.
So people frequently laugh at a drug addict or somebody like that. Let me take your sugar away. I'll be laughing at you in 72 hours when you start shaking.
Yep.
And people don't realize that.
So, Mr. Grant, how do you stay updated with the latest research and trend in fitness training?
All right. So, as much as I run my mouth on social media, I'm a nerd.
And you do.
But I'm a nerd. I'm like a nerd. I'm constantly say, don't go to sleep looking at your cell phone. I go to sleep looking at my cell phone every night. Because when I was a kid, I liked to read.
Right.
I actually just go to the library sometimes and hoping somebody wasn't looking at me because I was reading stuff. But every night I'm looking for stuff. And I'm following people. With all due respect to anybody that may not have these things that I'm about to say, I'm looking for people that may potentially know more than me. So I'm looking at master's degrees and doctorates, and I'm looking for people all over the country because, America ain't the only US, we ain't the only people that's doing stuff. So I'm studying stuff in China. I'm studying stuff in Germany. I just want to see what different things are because it's not that something's necessarily right or wrong. It's just different approaches to it.
Right.
So I'm always looking for stuff. And when I look for something, I need to see where are you getting this information from? Show me a university study. Show me some type of study. And that still doesn't mean anything because you might have studied 100 people.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
And information changes because I got 300 posts on my Instagram And if I scroll back 3-4 years ago, I know for a fact I said some stuff that I no longer believe. Right. But that's what I thought was correct at the time based on the research that I had.
And that makes sense.
But I'm always trying to learn. I figure when you stop trying to learn, that's when you start getting stupid.
Yeah,
right.
So I'm always trying to improve myself. And I don't have no problem with saying, even telling clients, I used to do this exercise this way. I no longer do it this way. And then when something proves that may not be right, then I'm going to go do something else. So it's just an evolving process. But every night, I mean, I take my phone everywhere. I ain't gonna lie. I'm reading because one, I love it, but two is just a whole algorithm, and the more I go into it, the more it spits back at me. So, and just I've always wasted a lot of money doing stuff, supplementation. I used to do all that stuff, all that stupid stuff. And then one thing that I try to do to separate me from a large number of trainers is to have the knowledge, because the one thing that I don't like when trainers say, I say it loosely, you got to eat right. You got to eat right for your goal.
Right. Yep.
But I tell people, when your trainer says you got to eat right, ask your trainer, what is eating right for me? And if they don't have that answer, well, I'm going to let you make that decision on that. But they need to know what's eating right for you, because I'm going to tell you the truth. The way you get, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody.
Go ahead.
The way you get
Come on, preach.
The way you get certifications nowadays, all you got to do is sit in front of a computer and check the bubbles, and you pay your $400, and you sooner or later you're gonna get 70%. I had to drive my ass out to Ann Arbor Pioneer, fill in some bubbles at a table by myself, and pray that I got my answers right in 2 weeks, or I was out my money.
Wow. Well, on that note, we're gonna close that there. You guys, I want you to make sure that you stay tuned to part 2 with Damon Grant on our health and fitness
day
on Father's Day. All right, you guys, you stay motivated and stay blessed.
Peace out.
Welcome everybody to DKC Life Conversation Podcast. I'm getting a little tongue-tied here, Tasha.
I see.
I know, but we are on part 2 on our health and fitness edition with our special guest, Damon Grant, that's in the studio with us. The last show, we were talking about some of his certifications and his approaches with goal setting with clients, and how he stays up to date on the latest trends and all that good stuff. So I want to jump right back into the conversation, Mr. Grant. How can you, or what do you do to accommodate clients with specific or special medical conditions and injuries?
First thing you got to do, keep yourself safe. Make sure that you get medical clearance from doctors or therapists or whatever it may be. Because I'm a trainer, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, so I got to get that. And also, you're not. Yes. People think I am.
All the time I said that. Now look, I'm on the bench. I'm like telling Damon all of my problems.
Everybody do that. I say, go to your doctor. I go to mine.
Let's try to get 2 for 1.
But see, here's
on the low.
Here's the difference. So the doctor keeps you from dying. Okay. The therapist will get you back to normal, and the trainer makes you better. So it's important for all of us to stay in our lanes, because sometimes trainers try to be therapists and therapists try to be doctors, and doctors, I've trained some, want to be trainers. You might know a little bit more about anatomy than me, and all due respect, but you the one that's overweight coming to me. So anyway, that's a whole different story. So
so shady.
You need to make sure that you get your clearance, keep yourself safe. Trainers out there, get your insurance. You need to be insured. I know it's a lot of folks out there.
Why would anybody train with a trainer that's not insured?
Well, here's the thing.
But why is it important for the trainer to be insured for people that don't realize
anything that happens, no matter how cool somebody may be, anything that may happen, you can get sued. You can you talking about age limits, because it's different policies when you're talking about under 18. I work in a school sometimes, so I'm dealing with school kids. So what's the school covering as far as their equipment is concerned?
That liability.
Exactly.
That liability.
What is gym covering? And then people sign the waiver. I mean, lawyers I didn't train that could blow right through that waiver. So you got to have your stuff together. Just to remotely and keep your paperwork together, all that kind of stuff, just to make sure that you got a shot. Like one of the things they told us, I used to work at Lifetime Fitness. I remember they told us, if you're doing a lying tricep extension, do not write skull crushers on there for the exercise, because when you show up in court and they got a fracture right here and they say, what exercise you have them doing?
Skull crusher.
You show a paper skull crushers, your ass, you in trouble.
Yeah.
It was literally a skull crusher.
Nobody thinks about
Put
that.
a fork in.
And like you said, why would anybody train with somebody that doesn't have insurance? But here's the thing. 98% or 99% of people that train don't ask for anything. Don't nobody ask me about my certifications. Don't nobody ask me about my insurance. Don't nobody ask me about all that. And I'm not going to put any specific gyms on blast, but I've gone into gyms and it was like, how much is the rent? Blah, blah, blah. I pay my couple $100. I got 10 clients. They like, cool. They got their money.
That's because you look like you work out. That's why nobody asks you.
But here's the thing. Then 2 weeks later, they come in. You certified? Man.
After you done work with me for 2 weeks.
No, after they got your money.
I'm saying, the gym is saying that, but the gym is going to be held liable for you got me in there.
Right.
Like that.
Correct.
So Jim is asking me about my certifications. I'm also
certified. That should have been one of the first questions.
Also certified in first aid, CPR. I did CPR 17, 18 times. AED defibrillator, so I can boom, pop you back up, and all that kind of stuff.
Just punch him in the chest. Yeah, all right, let's. All right, you guys, we got some of Damon's medals here. They're really heavy. All right, we got one here from the National Physique Committee, established 1983. Even though I know you didn't do this in 1983, tell us about this.
Okay, so let me explain
award. This one.
Let me explain that because
first place too.
People will frequently use the term Damon Grant pro bodybuilder. I'm not going to disrespect any pro bodybuilders. I'm at a very high amateur level.
Okay.
So I'm not going to disrespect my fellow pros out there. I'm trying to get a pro card, really high national level. So that's what the National Physique Committee is. And then you have the IFBB, which is a pro level, which is basically, if you think of baseball, this is the minor leagues. That's the big leagues.
Okay.
So that one right there, that was my first, that one's special to me because that was my very first competition. First one.
And what place did you?
First place. This is 2020 NPC Nicole Wilkins Classic Masters Men Physique. First place on the first one. And then this one I got here is the NPC Teen and Collegiate Masters National Championship and the IFBB Pro League.
When you do something like my first show, they call them local shows, regional shows, whatever. You have to qualify nationally. So it's like finish top 4, top 5, something along that line.
Right.
Once you qualify, then so they'll tell you national qualifier. Once you qualify, you can now do national competition. So that one right there is a national competition. So that national competition is now a pro qualifier. If I win that, then I get my pro card.
Right.
So that one right there, that's my second national show, but the first time I placed top 5. So my very first time after I got this one, I was immediately qualified. And that was back during the quarantine. So I'm like, okay, they was canceling shows left and right. That's why I was over So I took my ass down to Florida and got in there and came in 6th place. And you got to finish in top 5 to get a medal. So it's crazy because I say that was the best thing that happened to me because it was 11 guys on stage and I was so close, but so far away. It's like if I would have came in 11th, I might be like, damn, I don't even want to do this. Or if I would have came in 2nd, I mean, who knows what happened? Maybe I got my head big, go up to the pro level and get
right.
I don't know. But just miss that. And then everybody tried to, make me feel good and all this kind of stuff. I've been playing sports my whole life. I know.
Okay, Damon. First of all, it's only a 1%er in the United States that are bodybuilders. Or 3%. What, 1%?
Less than 1%.
Less than 1%. Wow. Now you're in a competition with no telling a couple hundred people. What up? 2?
Yeah, I mean, it's
in your age group that they all kind of seem to look alike. Everybody looks great, and for you to be even placed or in the top,
they call top 5 like first call out. So that let me know in the off season what I got to do. Right. And that was a confidence boost because like when I did that show, everybody was telling my coach like how good I look, blah 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 blah. And I'm sitting up here like who me, but that let me know, okay, I'm here. I got a lot of work to do, but I do belong here. And then the next year when I come back, and so this when I came back with that one, it was like, okay,
which one? This one?
This one. So talking about this one right now, I think that's 3rd place.
Okay.
When I was going to Pittsburgh, I was driving, and the whole thought going through my head was like, okay, you came in 6th. Do you belong? Are you going to be 2, 3, 4, 5? Or are you going to be 8, 9, 10, 11? Because you was right in the middle of that.
You want to go back to the other.
You right in the middle.
Right,
so I was nervous. I'm like, oh, man, what's going on? Then once I got up there and got top 5, it was like, Okay, you know,
this is the one for the North American
that's
championship.
Yeah, that's North American champ. That's a ball buster, right?
This is Physique over 40. These, man.
You want to be like that?
Hell no.
He wants to be like you.
No, I would love to just take his body and then put my head on it, like, you know, but I don't want to do the work to kind of keep it up. So I'm gonna need like I've seen something online
with those goals, like you said.
They got the implants. I might have to give me a couple of implants.
They got
you
a
know,
suit, man, you can
yeah, they got a suit. Right?
That's too hot. I get too sweaty. It's too much. You know.
So I got a couple of questions.
That one right there. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
That one right there. That's my highest finish. I didn't finish in first. I finished in first in some other competitions. I didn't finish in first, but that's the high. That was third. That was the highest placing I've had in the toughest competition I've had. Okay. So that's why I brought these three in.
All right, cool.
The next competition, we're gonna be a sponsor, but we need you to wear a DKC shirt.
Right.
Hey,
we can take a picture with it.
So when I show you how much all this, when I show you how they jack these hotel rooms up, I'll wear whatever you need me to wear.
You got 2 travel agents.
We travel agents. You need to book your shit through DKC, so we make sure that you rad and clad.
Get the best rate.
The best rate.
So for us common folk, you know, that come to you that want to lose. I know some people we always want that quick fix. What can we do quick? But so does a person need to work out every day in order to lose and maintain?
No. But you know what you need to do every day? And ain't nobody they're not gonna like this. You need to make sure your diet is on point every single day. Because it's 80% diet, 85% diet. Some people even say 90, but that's what you need to make sure is on point. The average person, let's say you haven't done anything. You could work out 2 times a week. I probably would say 2 times a week for a couple of weeks, let the soreness get out, and then go to 3. We're talking about resistance training now. No matter what it is, machines, bands, whatever, resistance training, and then cardio on some type of level 3 times a week. And when I loosely say cardio, I'm talking about moving around in order to burn some calories.
You hear that, James?
In order to burn some
you need to get on your cardio.
And I say that because you get a lot of people trying to confuse people. Oh, you do cardio for your heart and you lose weight through you burn fat through lifting weights. And
no, you don't.
Well, you do, but see,
not as much.
The way they try and do it on social media, it just started like this year. The way they try and do it on social media, it's like you got these people talking about, oh, I burn all this fat and I don't do any type of running or anything like that. Blah 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 blah. The resistance training helps build, and make a long story short, the resistance training helps build the muscle, and having more muscle will allow you to burn more calories. Okay. That's pretty much what that is.
So I'm going to my rowing class.
So it is very important.
More muscles help you do what?
You're going to burn more calories.
Okay.
Hey, we need to start working out more.
So you need to come to rowing class,
especially the women. Women don't want to lift weights. I get into all of that, but it's very important. It's very important to do that. So when I say cardio, for the terms of this podcast, just so everybody knows, when I say cardio, I'm basically saying doing something active to burn calories. I'm not talking about getting your heart, stronger and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, that's going to come with it. That's slightly different topic. So I'm just want to make that clear because I'm not trying to confuse anybody.
Right.
Because
so walking at a good pace.
Well, you know what? Here's what I say. And you've heard me say this. I don't have any minimums.
Right.
Okay.
So if I ask a person, what do you do most of the time during the day? You sit down, watch TV, blah blah blah. You drive your car, so you're sitting down. Then you got an office job or you're working at home, whatever. You're sitting down, blah blah blah. I don't care what pace you work at. Just walk.
Okay.
Because you ain't right now.
Do some walking.
And this is why people either love me or hate me, because I say, did you walk last week? No. Did you walk 2 weeks before that? No. So stop worrying about, oh, I got to go walk 4 laps. So I walk 4 feet. Walk up and down your steps instead of sending somebody else to do it. Walk to the store. Or
they didn't do no walking.
So close.
Park at the end of the parking lot at the grocery store.
Man, look,
that'll be your walk right there.
What you're talking about, and I touch on this a lot, when you talk about how impatient we are. Human beings are the most impatient living thing on this planet, because you got bees take a whole summer to make a beehive. Squirrels take the whole summer putting nuts away. Ants will walk all around your house for one breadcrumb. Right. And nothing's fast enough for us. We put 2 lanes at McDonald's, it's still backed up. Now we got 2 lanes in the kiosk. Now we got call ahead. Now we can't even go inside. Now we so lazy, we call somebody to bring our food to us, and we so lazy, we tell them to leave it at the door so we can tell our kids to go get it.
Amen.
Well,
shit, you want me to put it in your mouth?
You're right.
Ivy.
At least put the salt and ketchup on the fries for me.
Just impatient. You pay $1,000 because your internet ain't fast enough. This ain't fast enough. Nothing's fast enough.
Right.
But then you can't make one commitment to do something for one day.
They're gonna have to make this shit into a pill.
Just starting once a day. I mean, once a week. Then you say increase it, and
whatever.
As long as you're moving and doing something.
Something. I used to say this like 15, 20 years ago. So people would set their goals too high. I'm gonna do 500 crunches or 100 push-ups, something stupid like that. January 1st, January 2nd, when you come in and you do your little resolution stuff, whatever. I say do one push-up every single day. Add one push-up to that. Call me on Thanksgiving. Now. I'm not going to be impressed if you can do 270 or whatever the hell it is on Thanksgiving.
Right.
I'm going to be impressed that you stuck with it for almost a year.
Exactly.
That's what's going to impress me. Because the numbers don't mean nothing. Somebody wants you to do 10 or 20 of something. Going from 7 to 8 is nothing. Going from 15 to 16 is nothing. Going from 0, you ain't doing shit. Going from 0 to 1.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. You've made some.
Because until you've done 1, you ain't done nothing.
Exactly.
You may never do anything.
So, one of the things that I want to do.
Go ahead.
Okay. So this is we're going to do a DKC health fitness challenge. And this will start. I'm gonna get these girls
get it together
over the summer. I'm gonna let them go ahead and have.
Don't make me cuss you out. You know how I am with challenges.
I'm gonna let them go ahead and have or whatever. So we're gonna start this in October 1st. All right, and so we're going to go from October to.
You get your summer body in the fall, so summer 2024. Right. Don't wait till. Let's see.
Now
they're gonna start
right.
Hot girl summer.
We're gonna do it in
July.
We're gonna do it in October, and then we're gonna run it until the end of the summer, and then Tasha will figure out something for them. I'm like give them a free trip. Like we're gonna do a trip
or something. Yeah, that
to
would be cool.
something exotic where we can show off our bodies, and then the person that is the most improved or that that looks the best at the end, their trip will be free.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
We can definitely do that. So we're gonna start this in October 1st. So Damon, we're gonna need you sometimes to kind of get us motivated going through. But I believe that we can really get a group of individuals, some of our friends and family people that we know that need to kind of take this challenge,
including us. Sure.
So we got a friend of ours that's in Oak Park at the that has the dance studio, and so we'll pay you, of course, for your time or whatnot. To be able to do some type of exercise a couple of days out of the week for an hour or whatnot. So we're going to set that up and make this an ongoing thing and see if we can get a lot of people to get on to that.
So what are your thoughts on, you see the yoga and the Pilates. What do you think about fitness like that?
That's fine. I need to do more of it actually.
At
one point in time I was doing some. But all of that stuff is important. Resistance training, stretching out, maintaining flexibility, because I ain't gonna lie to you, if I look at my strengths and my weaknesses, my strengths are I got extreme discipline. I can diet.
Of course you do. Your dad instilled it into you.
And I like to live.
You've been doing this since you were 2.
I know.
But listen, but I got weaknesses and things I need to work on. I need to work on my stretching. I've been working on, because I work all damn day, I've been working on trying to get enough sleep for years, and I'm a lot better this year. I'm at about 7 something because I got to do check-ins with my coach.
So you get more than 2 hours a day?
Yeah. I remember I used to grind like that
because Damon has to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Man,
working out.
Making sure my water was right, and that took a little bit of time. So I'm not perfect. So all of those things are good. And I always tell people, this is what we got to do. We got to check our egos. So whatever you might be doing, what you really want to do is take the thing that you're weak at and deal with that. And that includes me. And it'd be hard. It'd be hard to look in the mirror and say, you ain't really doing that. You ain't really doing that. You need to work on that, because you go in the gym. I can take you in the gym right now and I can show you probably 95% of the people in there are doing their favorite body part or their favorite exercise.
Yeah, because
over and over.
People just go to the gym just to look cute. It's just something to do. They got the new yoga pants on. So if
I was to go up to them and say, hey, let's do this particular body part. I'm on that tomorrow. And my clients do that too. You know, they, you know, I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. So the women come in, everything women want to do is butt, legs. Guys want to do chest and arms, chest and arms, chest and arms. You'll take care of legs on your own. No, you ain't.
No, they're gonna be strong at the top and skinny at the bottom, looking like a strong crackhead.
If you coming to me for something you like, you want me to believe that you're gonna do something that you don't like on your own?
Exactly.
Let's be realistic. And if people get mad because I call them out.
Yeah.
Damon, you do be talking a lot of shit.
We need trainers like that, though. Somebody that's going to be realistic with people, especially when they're not meeting.
Here's why I am the way I am, because I had to go through a lot of this with myself.
Right.
And you know, I got stuff on YouTube, and I done told people all the time, I don't pull no punches.
Right.
I used to sit up here and take 3 different fat burners, over the counter fat burners, and be eating fast food every day and talking about, I don't know if this worked really good. No, dumbass, stop eating the fast food. And that's me talking to myself.
Yeah.
You know, and
right.
Wonder how come you ain't getting cut the way you want to.
Right.
You ain't moving around enough. You know, you're trying to outlift or outrun a bad diet, that kind of stuff. You know, so it took me time to, you know, come around with that. And that was a whole maturation thing from my 20s and into my 30s. And I was skinny, so I was always trying to gain weight. And, you know, I always had a big appetite. So eat more. You can scroll back on my Instagram, man. I used to make like 1,500 calorie shakes. Now, here's the thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but if you look at my 1,500 calorie shakes, I got mangoes and pineapples and all types of stuff, or I got some chocolate ice cream in there, and I'm putting chocolate milk in there, and
that do sound good though.
It does.
Let me just get a shot of that with some caloric.
I'm trying to get all these calories in there, but you putting all these calories in,
right?
Now you in a caloric surplus, which is fine. You're gonna gain some muscle from that, and that's a whole different thing. That
right.
Get into later, but you're gonna put that fat on.
All right, let's talk about, speaking about caloric real quickly. Let's talk about this caloric deficit. What does that mean?
Okay, so let me first start with, everybody asks me, what do I think about this diet? What do I think about that diet? So you got all these different diets: vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, carnivore, keto, intermittent fasting, blah, 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 blah. You got every diet under the sun. And they all work differently, but they all have one thing in common. If you want to gain weight off of it, you need to be in a caloric surplus. If you want to maintain, you need to be in what we call caloric maintenance. If you want to lose weight, you need to be in a caloric deficit. They all have that in common. And a deficit comes in one or two different ways. Some people can go into deficit pretty much just through calories, and some people can eat a little bit more, but they do a whole lot of work. The whole thing is how much are you putting in versus how much you're putting out. You need to be in a deficit. And that's when over time the body will start to change. And that's what people don't understand. So when you get into the calories, and this really branches off, and this is where it gets confusing. So I'm really trying to get my thoughts together so I can make it simple. So calories is, just keeping it simple, just energy. Just forms of energy. Within that, you have what we call macronutrients. So people come on social media and say macronutrients.
Right. Heard this guy yesterday on TikTok.
Yeah, macros.
Oh, you saw the macro?
Yeah. So you have carbohydrates, you have protein, and you have fat. All of your carbohydrates, which is a macronutrient, all your protein, which is a macronutrient, all of your fat, which is a macronutrient.
Right.
All those things added up, and they have calculations for what they equal to. All those things by the gram, all those things added up equal your calories.
Okay.
So some people say, well, caloric deficit is the way to go. It is, but you know, we human beings, we're the smartest living thing on the planet. We get real slick sometimes. So what I'll get is,
I'm gonna squeeze that through.
You told me to eat under 1,500 calories.
Right.
So I had 2 slices of pizza yesterday. They added up to 1,100 calories. I'm in a caloric deficit. Yes, you will lose weight, and you're just going to get scrawny and weak, and you ain't going to like the way you look. You are in a deficit, but your sources are bad.
Okay.
And all my clients have heard this. Your sources are bad. So
y'all hear that?
So
the sources
now
are bad.
Don't use pizza.
Don't use pizza.
Counting your calories.
Okay.
Let me tell you how bad human beings are.
Because it's just got veggies on it. Though.
Whenever I hear that, which is quite often, I say, okay, so you're in a caloric deficit, but you have bad sources. So I say, how many gallons does your gas tank hold in your car? They say 20. I say, go put E85 in. Oh man, that's bad gas. So you care more about your car than your body? It's filled up.
I mean, why you got to put it like that, though? You know what I'm saying?
Because
like
reality, because it's being real.
You should have said, okay, do you use diesel? No, my car is not made for diesel.
No.
But not E85.
Yeah,
bad.
exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
My truck takes
you putting premium gas.
I just need an upgraded vehicle.
Gas in your body.
I need an upgraded body.
So now we got the calories. So within that, we need to have a certain number of carbohydrates for our goals. A certain number of carbohydrates, a certain amount of protein, and that depends on what you're doing, what your body weight is, male or female, and a certain amount of fat. And what you'll see sometimes is, someone will say, "What's your percentages?" Now, I'm not a real big fan of percentages. What's your percentage? What's your macro percentages? So the old school
give me the breakdown.
Food guideline says our diet should be 50% carbs, 20% protein, 30% fat.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, and I know they base that off of 2000, they base that off of 2500. But just for a person that I'm talking to, they say, "Oh yeah, my diet is just like this," because they following on an app. So you got 50% of carbs out of how many calories are you eating?
Right,
5,000 calories. You can 20 damn calories.
Yeah.
So that's why
5,000.
So
that's a lot.
So that's why I don't use percentages with my clients, because it can be very misleading. So a lot of times I'll put them on a food app. So when I start showing them the different numbers, this is where that measuring comes in. I start showing them different numbers that they can eat. I get a call 11 o'clock in the morning talking about, "I ain't got no carbs left." Yeah. Welcome to dieting.
You better go find something with a lot of fat.
Yeah.
You can do this. A lot of zero carb snacks.
And then within that, and I'm not going to get too technical with this, but within that, you have different type of carbohydrates.
Right.
Some absorb faster than others. Carbs absorb pretty fast in your body, but some absorb faster than others. And the faster they absorb, the faster they have potential to go to fat. Now, everybody thinks carbs are bad. First of all, your brain needs carbs. Carbs are basically a ready source of energy. The problem is we take in way too many of this ready source of energy, and we don't do nothing with them.
Right.
You store carbohydrates in your muscles. They want to do something.
Right.
They want to go, but you ain't do nothing yesterday or the day before.
Right.
So your muscles are saturated. So the carbs say, "Well, we can't go here," and they ain't doing nothing.
They go store somewhere.
Look at the clock. We'll just sit around as fat, because fat is a long-term energy source. It's the most precious thing to your body. Fat insulates you from injury. Think about where your fat is stored.
Right.
It keeps you warm. It's a long-term energy. So your body, that's premium gas.
Right.
So if I want to get into some numbers without getting too confusing, when you look on the back and you see grams, 1 gram of carbohydrates is 4 calories.
Okay.
1 gram of carbohydrates is 4 calories.
Okay.
1 gram of protein is 4 calories. 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. That's a big difference.
That is.
Yeah. So I had posted something. I just saw it on the Facebook memories. I said something like, if I gave you something that was really pleasurable, as far as tasting, it protects you, keeps you warm, it'll keep you safe long term in case you get in trouble or get stuck somewhere or stranded or whatever the case may be, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden I said, "Oh, I want to take it from you in the next 30 days. You'll be like I'm crazy." That's how your body feels about fat. Well, it's gonna fight you back.
Damon, you brought some swag in, so I want you to bring that over here so we can show the people, and then we want to make sure that they have your contact information so they'll know where to contact you, because you're on every social media.
Right.
Yeah, you can grab it. Tiff told me something. Hey y'all. Hey Tiff. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of information. So I hope everybody's picking this up, because this is important. I'm really excited. We're gonna start this shit October 1st. James, you're gonna be a part of this. We are gonna do this. We need to find some place exotic like the Maldives or Bora Bora, something that's gonna, make sure that we want to get these bodies right and tight.
Right.
All right. Don't be hitting the Sanabella with your care credit ass. Let's do this the natural way.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So what you got, Damon? And I'm sporting triple threat fitness right now.
Just basic stuff. So I got 2 logos that I use. I got that one, which is me in triple threat. And I understand everybody doesn't want me on there, and that's cool. So
I like the cartoon you. That kind of get me motivated.
But me being a smart businessman, I have one with just I don't know where the camera is at, but I have one.
That will be right in front of you.
Yeah.
Right here.
Bring it over a little bit more.
There you go. The other way.
To your right.
There you go.
To your right. To your left.
Your other left.
Right.
Yep, that's good.
Like that.
Okay.
This is a t-shirt, just like you got on. You can see
they got
a lot of different colors. Then they also do embroidery.
I don't know. I might need that jacket though.
A lot of different jackets.
And it's a sports tech.
Embroidery. Yep.
Is this a dry fit?
Right. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Is that in a large or medium?
That's a large.
We trying to take it. Don't tell him.
So I got
that's too big for you.
It's a
no, it's not. I'm in the medium.
2 places that I use. One is My Locker. I had to pull the information. One is My Locker downtown Detroit. So they got a lot of t-shirts, a lot of sweatshirts, pants, pajamas, scullies. You know, my backpack.
Oh, let me see that bag. That's what I was checking out. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute now.
My whole luggage. All my luggage.
Got the triple trap.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let everybody know in the mic where they can find you on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
So Facebook is just Damon Grant, and then Instagram is Damon _Grant_. And just those 2.
And we'll make sure that we post that on the podcast so that folks can make sure they can reach out to you. Are you accepting new clients?
Always. I'm gonna get to that too.
Okay.
As far as this embroidery is concerned, I say I use 2 people. I do have a schoolmate of mine I went to high school with. She has a shop. She's been in embroidery for 20 years. She has my logo as well. So if you have something that you like, you can take it in.
Wow.
And she'll embroider it on there. If you got something that just fits you good or whatever the case may be, you know, I got a whole high school varsity jacket with that whole logo on it, 140,000 stitches. So, you know, she'll put that together for you.
All right, cool.
If you were to go that route, you just have to let me know so I could give her, you know, permission to use that. But then, what you just said, I cut you off for a second.
What did I say?
Share all of your social media outlets.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, you said accepting new clients.
Yeah.
You know, personal training is an interesting business. It's like real estate. It's like trying to get on in the singing game and the acting
Always
game.
open.
I'm always taking new clients. It's just, can I find a spot for you in the schedule? Now, you have a job, I have a job. We may not find a spot in the schedule, but I have never in my life said I'm not taking any more clients, because I've been a broke trainer before multiple times, and I've been a well-to-do trainer multiple times. So I know what all of them feel like.
Right.
And people will, look, I've had people move. I've been doing this almost 3 decades. People die. You know, faithful clients, just boom, car accidents, whatever the case may be. People get sick, people quit, people get divorced. And you like, all of a sudden you look up and, you know, whatever you might be charging somebody, let's just say $50 a session, and they was coming 4 times a week.
Right.
All of a sudden they say, oh, my job told me to move to Florida.
Correct.
So you go 4 times a week, $100. I just lost $400. How am I gonna pay my car? Boom, just like that.
Get
you
another
lost your car note.
Yeah.
I'm saying you just lost your car note. So my point is, I'm always taking clients.
Yeah.
All right.
Always taking clients. I got a whole list of things I do, but I do nutritional counseling, because a lot of people, you know, can't get access to me or whatever. So I do that. I design programs. I design workouts. I do online clients. What's an online client? Online client is just somebody that I give priority access to me, basically daily. Now, you may not need me daily, and you probably won't.
Right.
But if a person who is my online client says at 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, do you have free time for me? Yeah, I do.
Right.
Now, if somebody else calls me that just, you know, may want a random question, and I try, you know, of course, I need to entertain my prospects, because that's keeping me in the game too. But I got to prioritize it.
Right.
So my clients get top billing.
All right, you guys, y'all hear that?
You know, I just have to prioritize it. So sometimes I might say, well, I don't have anything today. Let me, you know, put you in tomorrow. What's your availability tomorrow? But one of my regular clients call me that I'm training, or one of my online clients call me and they say, I need you. I stay up late for them. I said, you got me 110%. My phone stays on. I tell all my clients, I didn't cuss them out. Don't do nothing dumb at 3 o'clock in the morning. You better text me first. Do not worry about do not worry about bothering me, because when you do something at 3 o'clock in the morning and you don't tell me because you worry about bothering me, who has to fix that problem? Me. So call me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm up going to the bathroom and say, don't do that dumb. You know what I'm saying?
You guys hear that? Don't call them at 3. Well, this is it, you guys. We're going to wrap up for this exciting episode of Life Conversations with our awesome guest, Damon Grant. We thank you.
Thank you. Good information.
And you guys, we hope that you guys enjoyed learning about fitness and personal growth. Remember, taking care of your body and mind is a lifelong adventure. Amen to that. And Damon shared some really good, cool tips. All right.
Sure did.
All right. Don't forget to tune in next time for more thought-provoking talks on Life Conversation. Again, happy Father's Day. Take care and stay motivated.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Peace out.